Creative Crossroads, brought to you by Crystal Bridges and the Momentary.
Welcome back. On today's Creative Crossroads, we're exploring all that Crystal Bridges has to offer in terms of music.
From their upcoming Van Cliburn series to the hugely popular Candlelight Jazz series, we had the chance to sit down with Laura and Robert to learn all about it. Take a look. Today we're continuing our Creative Crossroads series with Crystal Bridges and the Momentary, and specifically we're talking about jazz. We've got Laura and Robert here to tell us all about Van Cliburn as well as the Candlelight Jazz series. Thank you for taking the time to hop on with us.
Great to be here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Of course.
So let's talk about just a general question. What is Van Cliburn? What does that term mean? Does it distinguish something specific?
It does. So Van Cliburn was a person, and our series started because he donated his practice piano to Crystal Bridges. His partner Tommy Smith donated it to Crystal Bridges, and we decided to have a concert series from it. So it's set in the Great Hall against the backdrop of Crystal Bridges, and so we have 3 upcoming concerts in 2025 that we're really excited about to talk with you guys about.
Yeah, of course. So kind of give us a general overview of that Van Cliburn series, 3 concerts coming up.
Right, so the first one, we kick it off with Hao-Chin Zhang on February 21st. He was one of the youngest Van Cliburn gold medalists, so we're really excited to have him. And then in September 5th, we have Clayton Stevenson. He is described as like a poet, a master storyteller. He's also the first Black finalist in 2022 for the Van Cliburn series.
Yeah.
And then rounding it out with Yefim Brofman on December 18th. He's like world-renowned. He was nominated for 6 Grammys and he won 1. So we're super excited to end the series that way.
Yeah.
And this year we're really implementing a new ticketing structure where you can buy a package for all 3 all 3 concerts.
So you can still get a single ticket, but you can also get one that gets you access to all 3 shows.
Right, at a discounted price.
Okay.
Oh, you can't beat that.
You can't beat that at crystalbridges.org.
Yeah, that's great. Okay.
I would like to mention also, in regards to the piano and Van Cliburn, the cachet that he brings to this series, it can't be overemphasized. He was a brilliant piano player. He created this competition. Having this piano also, it's a magnificent Steinway piano. Everybody that's laid their hands on it, in terms of musicians, walks away saying, "I want this piano." I mean, it's, there's something about the instrument itself, as well as what having Van Cliburn's ownership with it attached.
Sure.
Is it just kind of amplifies the whole series, and that spills over into the jazz realm as well, as far as those players.
Yeah, you said it.
Now let's talk about the Candlelight Jazz series. What do we need to know about that?
Well, it's this is, I think, the 3rd year, and the Northwest Arkansas Jazz Society has collaborated with Crystal Bridges to help curate this, and it's in the Great Hall. So what you have going on here is just the ambiance of that room, which is spectacular. It's not without acoustical challenges. That room is very resonant, and what we've figured out is that the more of an acoustic approach we take to this series, the better it is. Not a lot of amplification. It's very intimate. It's set up like a cabaret. You feel like you're in a club in New York City, and the instrumentation that we have found works best is guitars, pianos, saxophones, not big bands, and so it becomes a really mainstream jazz sort of approach with the idea that less is more. The room resonates pretty well without a lot of amplification, so you really feel like you're on stage with the musicians.
Who are the musicians that you have come to the Candlelight Jazz series?
Well, we had an award-winning jazz guitarist named Pasquale Grasso, who was absolutely brilliant. He finished this, he was in the middle of the season last year. We did a Christmas concert this last season with a wonderful vocalist and piano player, Champion Fulton. And we started out with 2 saxophonists. They're twin brothers, the Anderson brothers. And mostly trios is what we've done, and we're kind of sticking to trios and quartets. And this next season is not booked, but I think our approach has been not to try to find huge names in the world of music, but people who are about to become huge names. That for us is the sweet spot, to bring these people in before they're household names. And that's what we're going for again this year.
Yeah, amazing. All kinds of music happening there. So for the Van Cliburn series specifically, what do people need to search out there if they're trying to get tickets?
Well, you can just go to our website at crystalbridges.org and just type in the Van Cliburn series, and it'll just pop right up. Or you can, I think, specifically the names of the artists.
Okay.
But probably the most direct way is to go to crystalbridges.org and type in Van Cliburn.
And then if we want Candlelight Jazz, go to crystalbridges.org, type in Candlelight Jazz, right?
Absolutely. Or the Jazz Society, digjazz.com. We try to help promote these events as well because the jazz community is small but loyal.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you both for joining
thank you
us.
so much.
Thank
a lot
you
of
so
great
much.
music options, you know, people
so
need to think
exciting.
about, right? At
Yeah.
Crystal Bridges, so we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Stay with us. More Good Day NWA after a quick break.